Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Building on a Budget. This is an M&R original. If you enjoy the video, leave a like. Right, guys? Leave a like.
Sounds good to me, man.
You guys are going to like the video? Yes. All right, they're going to like the video already. That's
like
3. Wait, how?
I have connections.
It's not possible.
Yeah, you can do that.
Anyway, I'm joined by Blaine's World, MandRproductions,
Hello.
Rockstar himself, myself, MandRproductions, and TheBrickWiz. And today, as you may have guessed, we are going to be building on a budget. YouTube's, it's been tough lately. Bricklink not really going very well, so, and obviously minimum wage at Blaine's World doesn't pay that great, so we are going, we don't have a ton of money is the point of this video. And so we each have $10 to our name, and we are going to head on over to the Lego store and buy a small pick-a-brick cup, come back here, and try to build a MOC out of whatever pieces we can fit into the small pick-a-brick cup, hence building on a budget. Get it? Good.
Because who doesn't have $10?
Negative $10s.
Negative $2,500.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the Lego store right now. First, we need to change our clothes, just so that that part of the story is shirt up there. We're gonna change our clothes to go to the Lego store, and then we're gonna change our clothes back to what we're wearing now when we get back, and then we're gonna build. So we'll see you at the Lego store for our selection process. By the way, at the end of this video, you guys are going to be able to vote on the poll for who won this build challenge. So wait until the end till you see our MOCs, and then you get to vote on the poll on the screen on the top right. We'll explain the rules when we get back. Here we are at the Lego store for building on a budget. Blaine is going to go first on the spot. Got to grab a small cup and begin picking parts. Blaine, you're on the clock. What do you think this part's useful for?
I'm not saying. I know what I'm doing.
With the number 2 pick, Blaine's World selects orange cheese slopes.
Where's Zion?
It's gotta close.
It's never full of them. You always go more.
Come on, you're done. It's over. You're done. This is against the rules.
That's it.
I made a new rule. This is against the rule. All right. Hey, come place your cup over here. We're gonna weigh in.
Final weight?
And there you go. That's all Blaine's parts. I think I got a game plan on what I'm going to do and what I'm going to build. So we're going to get started with this MandRproductions draft. The small cup is selected for building on a budget. That's only $8.99. Here we go with the first selection. MandRproductions selects white pieces that are sloped. A very interesting choice. Have you no shame? He's about halfway done. The story will continue next. Anthony is really taking a sweet time here. Just 1 or 2 pieces at a... And here comes Blaine in with a fresh cup, taking it all. None for the kids. That is not for this project. Building on a budget does not condone this. This is way too much money, way too fast. All right, to the weigh-in.
Take it off the scale. Ah, too heavy.
There we go. Blaine's cup, Anthony's cup. Matt, you're up next. Here we go. Matt is on the clock. He's got $9 plus tax. Building on a budget begins.
First thing, bread.
First thing is bread.
Bread.
It's superstitious. It's a good omen.
Whoops.
Let's get a little bread in the
You
bottom.
just gotta fill the bottom, right? You're gonna fill the bottom with some bread. Perfect. We're gonna go for some wedges.
Wedges.
There we go. I'm gonna get a couple of them.
That's what a wedge is for the uninitiated.
Not too many, just a couple.
Interesting
Just a couple.
part choice. He came in with a plan. He knew what he was doing, and it's quickly coming to an end here.
We gotta get archways.
We all know what the polls are for. Comment down below.
We go for 6. Good even number.
6 arches.
Cheese slopes? I'll follow the procedure.
Cheese slopes. I want it. I got it.
I want
it. I got it. And Matt is about to make his final selection with very little room
We
remaining.
don't have that much room left.
Really just going to take one
any
part.
suggestions?
Maybe a seat for the bread?
A seat for... Why not? A little throne?
I think that's 1 point for my mock.
A little Game of Thrones?
All right.
I still have more.
Is that it?
Over some flames.
And a little bit more of different flames.
We got one more piece.
One more piece.
One more piece.
But the final selection, Anthony sucks him in, and he goes for the bait. He grabs as many as he can, quickly stuffs them in with no regard for human life. Looks good to me. All right, final turn. It's mine, building on a budget. We start with the small cup. I kind of have an idea of what I want to build. Probably 6 of them, no more.
Are you building the hops or?
No,
Oh,
just a few. You're gonna need a little bit of tan pieces.
Whoa!
Do you mind?
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ! Actually, I'll take a few. Take from the rich, give to the poor. All right, this is the big ticket item here. Need probably about 6, 8.
What are you counting over there?
A couple of these. We are definitely going to need some white bricks. I kind of almost forgot about that. We're just going to need maybe
Just a couple. Those take up a lot of room.
3 of the 4 contestants have chosen this piece. It's very popular.
It's almost like they're onto something.
We're seeing some similar game plans here.
I think he's copying your mom's. How do you feel?
I don't know how I feel.
I don't feel. Definitely need blue. Blue is an important color.
Really? Some water, perhaps?
Blue is just an important color, you know?
Oh, top it off. Top it off.
Gotta go in sand green hard here.
All right.
All right, that's gonna be it. That's what I got. Into the
Excuse me, sir. Perfect.
Finalize. So we've returned from the Lego store. Everyone has their cups. We're gonna go one by one with each person opening their cup and showing their parts. Up first, contestant number 1, Blaine. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I bought parts.
You bought parts.
I did.
What do we have?
A bunch of parts.
Do you have any hints at what you're possibly going to be building?
I don't know. You can tell me.
Contestant number 2,
Hello.
Anthony has his parts here. What do we got? A lot of green, some bread.
Yeah. Someone threw the bread in there. That's not mine. I don't know. Must have been
Okay,
that.
maybe that'll become a integral part of your mock. Anything you want to leak to the viewers at home that you might be building?
It's something that's gonna be all other contestants.
Whoa.
Can we kick him out of the competition? Contestant number 3, Matt. What do we got?
We got some pieces here. Going for something unconventional, but yet going for something that is so well known that everyone will know what it is. We got some fire. We got some bread. We got some arches. Trying to throw a little mysteriousness into this game. No one's gonna know what's coming. Up next, contestant number 4.
That's 4th worst for best. In my cup, I have plenty of parts with Legos on them. Oh God. That is a bad omen. All right, we have everyone set up to build now. Blaine on the left, Matt on the right of Blaine. Myself will be to the right of Matt, and Anthony to the right of me. So that's your setup for the build here. We're gonna time lapse this, and we'll come back to you with our finished products. We'll have 30 minutes build. Excuse me.
Wow.
We haven't begun. You can't touch yet. That's gonna be a 20-second penalty. 20-second penalty. We're 15 minutes in. I guess 15 minutes and 1 second to be exact. Everyone's got their builds going. I guess we'll start with Blaine. And, what? I'm not allowed to be inspired by another build?
It's at the Lego store.
Yeah, so? It inspired me to build something vaguely similar. Anyway, we're talking about Blaine first. Blaine, do you want to tell us what you're building yet?
Can you guess?
A pencil
Other
holder.
contestants, I want you guys to guess.
Pencil holder.
Looks like some sort of storage.
Like fortress wall, maybe?
For pencils.
So it's a mini, like, building in Shanghai, pretty much, and that's your doorway in.
Yeah?
So it's a micro scale.
Oh god.
Oh.
This has a great swoosh ability. We have 2 eyes in the front, always keeping a great look at your enemy, right? Seat right there for your minifigure. You got flames on either side. You have armor everywhere, and obviously very easy to grip, right? Swoosh ability is like 9 out of 10 at least, so this is where I'm looking at, very confident right
Any
now.
pieces you thought you were going to use that you didn't use?
These guys right here. But,
If you can't tell, I'm building a beach with a boat and some trees. Anthony?
All right, so I'm going for a micro scale castle. Still far from done, but you can kind of see some of the techniques starting to come in. And,
So we're both going for micro skill here. Anthony versus Blaine.
It looks like similar game plans are going on here.
I wonder if there was some conspiracy last night. I wasn't there to make sure.
It's almost like they're vaguely related.
Huh.
It's a bold strategy.
It's a guilty look. All right, we'll see who wins. We got 15 more minutes to build. Here we go. This is Blaine's build. Blaine, what do you have to tell us about your build?
It's a micro scale build. I based it off of like a building in a downtown setting, maybe in like an Asian kind of setting in Shanghai or something, Beijing. Obviously, it's got a lot of different color techniques going on, and then there's the doorways through here at the bottom. So very open, very big doors walking through. Nice texture on the side, good use of color. The pearl gold really brings everything out.
Now, who decided it was good use of color?
I did.
Oh, interesting. We'll see how the voters.
Yeah. So
vote.
Very unique parts. This is something that would stick out in the middle of a city, because a lot of cities, have boring buildings, but this one is different. So this could be used as an office building or residential building or just any type of building.
Looks just like apartments.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Then you have your top stuff, so your antennas and things, and some cool designs on the edge, some ventilation up at the top as well.
I don't see any holes.
And we have, this is like a one of those ventilation, like big things on
Interesting.
Top, big generators and stuff.
Very interesting.
And then we have like an open thing, so actually inside, like you have natural light that comes through and looks down through the middle, like an atrium type thing.
Very cool.
As well, so it looks great. It turned out great. It's got good height.
Did it turn out great?
Yeah, I think so. I've got a few parts left.
Yep, this is all the parts left. If you had more time, what would you have done differently?
Honestly, probably not much. I may have tried to make it on fire because I have fire pieces. But that's about it. I kind of ran out of parts for what I wanted to do because I wanted to make, one thing about a build competition, everybody always looks at detail. So you gotta look at the detail in a MOC, and this has much detail. You can tell I've spent a lot of time trying to detail all of
30
sides.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
A whopping 30 minutes.
All right, Blaine, any final words on your MOC?
It turned out great. I hope you think so as well.
All right, here's Anthony's model. Anthony, what do you have to say about your finished model? What is it?
Well, it's a micro scale castle, and it's kind of based off of like a castle you may see in like the French countryside or something.
Mm-hmm.
But also fictional as well, of course, because I don't think you'd see some of these elements on an actual castle. But yeah, I guess some of like this right here represents, I guess, like a road. I didn't have any like flat pieces, so it's like the closest thing to like a road, I guess. And that leads into the castle, and then this like keep or watchtower like spins around, which is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, just some details back here too. I use like some of the ice cream pieces that some builders use representing smoke. Yeah.
If you had more time, would you have done anything differently? Would you have used more of your parts?
Probably, because if I had more time, I'd probably make it like a lot bigger.
Next up, we have Matt's MOC. What do we have to tell us about this?
This is vaguely inspired by the Resistance bomber, as you can tell by the ideal shape with the top quarter of it being the cockpit and stuff like that. In the bottom two here, we have different bins, obviously. So, for example, if there were a town underneath, you could drop this guy, bada boom, fire explodes, and when you're done, when you invade wherever you're going, you got some bread to feed your troops. Now coming up top here, you have eyes on either side. This is obviously to see where you're going, make sure you're hitting the right targets here. On either side we have flames, obviously to deter incoming missiles, gunfire, and said stuff like that. We have wedge plates on the bottom here to simulate some aerodynamicity with this, if that's a word. In the back here we have some 1x4 modified brick with some flames coming out, and of course on the top you do have a cockpit for your fellow soldiers. So this is definitely sort of a bomber. So if you're ever looking to take over a town or a castle, like we've just seen before, I think this is definitely going to pull you ahead in that game.
These are all his remaining parts, so he actually did a pretty good job of getting most parts used. And if you had more time, what would you have done differently?
I would have liked to maybe widen the top a little bit more parts, more plates, but I'm very happy with how it came out. Sorry, his takes a little while to set up, so. All right, up next we have contestant number 4. Ryan, explain the build.
This is an excellent mock. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We start up here with some letters. You can read them and, take them at face value. There's also an arrow, maybe not correlated, working together with those letters to convey some sort of secret message. If you can read the secret message, maybe you should act upon said message. Anyway, outside of my secret message, we also have a cruise liner here, which has some smoke at the top here, some exhaust or whatever from the large engines that you'll find underneath. Unfortunately, I was not allowed to add detail with Sharpie, but you can imagine what would be here if I could have. A lot of little dots representing windows. We on top have a 1x2 sand green plate, which is going to represent a golf course, a mini golf course on top of the cruise ship. Pretty good usage there. We also have a very large swimming pool on top, which is awesome as well. Of course, the bridge of the ship. Up here we would have something like a helicopter landing pad, perhaps if a passenger got sick, but overall a very nice large cruise ship, and more or less a cruise ship of the future, kind of a different shape than what you see a lot today. We also have a nice beach area, which is where the cruise ship is. It's actually brought all of its passengers there for the day. We have some very nice palm tree designs here with 4 different palms on the tree, so you can cut these down for wood or whatever if you need some in Minecraft. We also are missing a piece of fire that was supposed to be there for our fire pit. I don't know where that went, but that is a fire pit. Right now the fire is just not
doesn't
lit.
Look like a fire pit right
We
there.
also have a couple of 1x2 grill pieces, which are actually representing beach towels. So there are actually some beach goers there right now. Pretty smart usage. We have a shorter tree. It's a little bit younger, hasn't grown as tall yet. And then we also have some water washing up on the beach with some nice fine sand detail. These are all my parts left. I used by far the most pieces out of everybody, or at least the largest chunk. I don't know number piece-wise, but I definitely have the least parts left.
So if you had any more time, what would you do differently with this build?
Nothing, it's perfect.
I was
question.
expecting.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so those are palm trees?
Those are palm trees.
Why are they way bigger than the cruise ship?
This is not a 2-scale mock. Well, the cruise ship's actually supposed to be like offshore, so imagine that it's farther away. Obviously, we don't have the space to represent that, but the cruise ship is really just anchored offshore.
It's a micro-scale build, right? Like
It's micro-scale offshore,
So
and
it's
then
way off.
the shore is
So
like
you didn't go
normal.
any water for it to go up to the beach?
We're building on a budget. So these are all of our building on a budget episode 1 builds. You can vote on the poll on the top right of the screen right now, or you can wait a moment for everyone's final plea. Anthony, why should the people vote for you?
Because mine has a Game of Thrones Easter egg, because the keep spins around. That's why you should vote for me.
Brian, why should people vote for you? Because it says vote for me. Matt, why should people vote for you?
You can swoosh it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Swooshability, alright.
Swooshability.
Blaine, any final words?
It's the most detailed one out of the 4.
Debatable.
Anyway, vote on the poll, comment down below, let us know about our builds. Do your own building on a budget challenge. I'll be doing more of these episodes in the future with different Lego people, so it should be an interesting little video series that I do on my channel. We'll see where it goes, but thank you for watching episode 1. I hope you all did enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one. Leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. You can check all them out with links down in the description.
Do you want to say when the next episode's gonna be?
The next episode will be in June.
With a little more enthusiasm.
Don't come back.